You had no weapon on that ship, no sword, no gun, but the captain took you aboard before anyone else, because the only thing holding 80 pirates together was in your fingers, and you didn't even know it yet. Tortuga Harbor. The first light of morning has just hit the water. The harbor smells of smoke and salt. You're leaning against the dock playing an old mandolin. In your bag, 2 shirts, a piece of bread, 3 copper coins. That's your entire fortune. Last night the inn showed you the door. You couldn't pay. Today you either get on a ship or you sleep on this dock. But which ship would ever take you? Merchant ships want experienced sailors. Fishing boats are already packed. That leaves one option. The ship at the far end of the dock, the one with the black flag. La Tormenta, Captain Rodrigo's ship, the flagship of the most unpredictable fleet in the Caribbean. They say Rodrigo threw a man overboard just for looking at him wrong. They say his crew sleeps with weapons on them. But you really don't want to sleep on this dock. You stand up, sling the mandolin over your shoulder, and start walking. When Rodrigo first sees you, he laughs. Not a good laugh. The kind of laugh a man gives when he finds something small and pathetic. 2 pirates beside him join in. The moment you step onto the gangplank, the entire deck is watching you. 80 pairs of eyes, 80 different expressions. "What do you want?" says Rodrigo. No threat in his voice, just impatience. "That's worse. I'm a musician, you say. Take me on board." Silence. Then Rodrigo laughs again. Longer this time. Louder. "A musician," he says. "Can you fight?" "No." "Can you tie a knot?" "Probably not." "So, what exactly can you give me?" And that moment, the 10 most important seconds of your life, you pull the mandolin off your shoulder, touch the strings, and start to play. Rodrigo's face changes. First surprise, then something harder to name, like a distant memory being touched, like something he forgot years ago suddenly coming back. The song you're playing is the old harbor melody your mother taught you. Simple, slow, a little sad. The music of harbors, of goodbyes, of people who might not come back. Every sailor knows this melody from somewhere. Every sailor stops for just a moment when he hears it. Rodrigo stops. The deck goes quiet, 80 men holding their breath. Rodrigo raises his hand and points at you. "Get on board," he says. "You play for food and a bed. Don't like it, turn around now." You smile, shrug your shoulders, and step onto the ship. You don't know it yet, but this step is about to change the rest of your life. The second month, everything shifts. The ship has a rhythm: morning watch, midday meal, evening shift. And you weave your music into that rhythm. Light melodies in the morning to wake people up, and in the evenings, that's when the real work begins. Pirates become human in the evenings. During the day, they're hard, unpredictable, dangerous. But after the sun goes down, when a fire burns on deck, everyone softens a little. And you play. You start to notice every man has his melody. Old Marcos loves sea shanties, his eyes drifting somewhere far away. Young Felipe dances to fast songs, like a child with no shame. Even Big Torres, yes, even Torres, sometimes closes his eyes during slow, deep pieces. You learn these melodies. Who calms down with what? Who lights up with what? This isn't just a musician's job anymore. This is a ship doctor's job. You're healing souls, but the real test hasn't come yet. At the start of the 3rd month, La Tormenta takes a major prize. A merchant vessel, full cargo hold, valuable goods. The crew is happy, and that's exactly when the trouble starts. Dividing the loot. Someone claims they got shorted. Someone else says there's an error in the count. And suddenly 80 men are shouting at once. Torres is at the front. "Rodrigo is cheating us," he says. And that one sentence changes the air on the ship, because people are siding with Torres, maybe 40 men. Rodrigo stands alone in the middle, face like stone. You see someone draw a blade, then another, and you think, what Rodrigo said to you that night. Weapons spill blood. Music sometimes stops it. You lower the mandolin, touch the strings, and start to play. The first few seconds, nothing changes. The shouting goes on, but you play louder. Then old Marcos turns around. He knows that melody. He stops shouting. Then Felipe turns. Then someone else. One by one, the voices thin out. Torres is still talking, but nobody's listening to him anymore. They're listening to you. You keep playing. Slow, deep melancholy. The harbor melody, written for those who know what it means to be far from home. 80 men. Silence. Torres slides his blade back into its sheath. The night passes, without a mutiny. In the morning, Rodrigo calls you to his cabin. He's sitting there giving you a long, measuring look. "Nobody on this ship gets a salary," he says. "But your situation just changed. From now on, 2% of every prize is yours. One more than Torres gets," he says, and smiles. You smile too. Rodrigo turns serious. "This ship is heading out on a big voyage," he says. "I have a map, one that's been searched for 10 years. The journey will be dangerous. Storms, long weeks, hard days, and your role in all of it is about to become even more important." "I know," you say. Then Rodrigo leans across the table and whispers, "One more thing. Where that map leads, nobody comes back with weapons. But maybe with you, we do." You look at the mandolin, then at Rodrigo, and outside on deck, 80 men are waking up to a new day with your melody.